Annabelle just sent all the captains a text about a week ago saying that we were getting recognized at halftime. I thought it was just going to be like a little recognition for the captains as well as announcing the bowl game, but this was an awesome surprise. Shout out to Miss Annabelle and the people that work at the Butkus Foundation for putting this together.
What does this award mean to you?
I mean, I'm just honored and humbled. All praise to the Lord. Growing up as a linebacker, always looking up to Dick Butkus, and just knowing about the Butkus Award my whole life. It's been a dream of mine, and to accomplish it, it means a lot to me. So,
does it make it even more special? All you've gone through, the injuries, coming back, and just all the adversity you faced to get to this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like I said, though, that's just a credit to the Lord on just staying with me through the trials and tribulations, and just bringing me out on the brighter side. And, coming back for this last year, just helping me make that decision, and eventually it turned out to work with us.
What was it like to have some of your teammates out there with you too, guys that you've shared this year with?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, you guys know how I feel about Brennan. Everything that he's been through, so to have him there, Keon, Gavin, some of my best friends. Gavin Van, shout out to him. None of this would even be close to happening without all the attention that he brings from the offense. It's awesome to share this experience with him. I won this award, but Coach Dorn, Coach Gibson, all my teammates, they were here to support me this year, and without them, none of this would happen.
Coach Dorn seemed more excited than anybody out there. Did you catch that?
Yeah, he was super excited. Just glad to have him in my life, the relationship that we have, and especially with Coach Gibson as well.
Your family members were out there, people were running around. Who was out there?
Yeah, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend Lila was out there, my brother, his wife, and his son, my brother's son.
To share that release, or how did that feel?
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know if anyone knows this, my parents never missed a game. They've never missed anything in my life with sporting events. Me and my brothers played 3 sports growing up. They're flying all the time to Milwaukee and to my games. So, just to win that for my family, it's family from Hillsborough, North Carolina, means a lot to me.
Have you thought about where it might go?
My dad's definitely going to want this trophy. This probably won't go up in my apartment anywhere. He'll probably put this in somewhere at the house.
Hoping to get the Ben Arc so you can keep that one at least?
Yeah, well, he'll probably take that one too. When it comes to these trophies, I don't get much say between my mom and dad.
We've got Matt Butkus here too, who's gonna join Payton if y'all got questions for him.
Oh. Yes, Matt, can you just speak to what characteristics you think led Payton to win the Super Bowl?
Well, we start long and hard looking at guys. We have I'm not going to take all the credit. I get all the media and the pub, but we have a 51 selection committee set up by Nolan Naraki. Does a heck of a job. So I remember my dad, one night we heard that we were at the award or some award, and when they heard the press, not to dog any of you guys, but the press was, one guy was like, I get so many ballots that I just have my wife fill them out. So my dad, I looked at him and he's like, we need to get some not better, but some real guys, not that the media's not, sorry. But we got coaches and GMs, and so my dad and I always felt confident because we get hate mail all the time about our guy is this and he has the most tackles, and I mean, if you're on the field a lot, you're going to have a lot of tackles. If you're good and your defense is good and you're 3 and out, you're going to have maybe 50 tackles all year. So that doesn't mean you're the best because you have the most of everything. But this guy sitting next to me, he's got it all. He's fast and instinctive, and just wish the old man was here to congratulate him also.
You seem to be a guy like your dad too, just the way he plays. Is that correct?
Yeah, definitely. He's got all the attributes, and we just met, so we always wish he's a classy kid, which I hear he is, and meeting him tonight, I would agree he's got it all. Wish him good luck and to stay injury free. That's key. And maybe we'll be meeting again with the Pro Trophy, hopefully.
I mean, you hear somebody like that say something about the name Butkus meaning something to them. What does that mean to you to hear that?
It makes me feel proud. You know, he's a hell of a dad. Great player, which everybody knows. Just makes me feel proud. He did it the right way, played the right way, then gave back the right way.
First one, obviously, since his passing, I mean, how much say-so did you guys have, or how much say-so did he have in this in the past, and what led to you guys coming up with this one now?
Excuse me, the one.
I mean, first one since his passing.
Right.
You know, obviously, he probably had a lot of say-so in the process as well. I mean, how different was it this year to go through it without him here?
Right. Differently, what we did was I changed the trophy, and he was with us when I decided to do that, or I suggested. So he makes the final call. So when the University of Illinois came out with the statue, I'm like, we gotta change it. That will be the last change. So I actually got a call from Jacoby, and he noticed it was different. So he's like, what? I'm like, well, I'll get you yours. Let me just circle back. So we got it. We had the new thing, and then he was, you know, he knew and followed our semifinal, you know, all the way up till, you know, obviously that October. But everything was, talked to my mom, and I'm like, he would want me to carry on the legacy, and so that's pretty much what I do out of my family. My brother and sister are married and have kids, so I'm married to my work, which is this.
This one's a little different in the sense that you guys don't have a big ceremony and everything. It's just more of a, you know, passed out and kind of a surprise like tonight.
Well, that's how we do it. We will have an event,
Yeah.
January 27th. So the little bit of history of that was when my dad won the Sun Times Player of the Year. He remembers they came out to his house. So they came to him. They were there for his family, and that's the only picture he has in his office. You would think he has all other kinds of stuff, but he remembers that, and he's like, this is how we want to do it. So I think we're maybe the only award that is high school, college, and pro, and maybe the only award that comes here. So we want to surprise him here. We want him to be with his family, with his coaches and his teammates. And probably don't want to hear this, but you know, as media or not, you know, we're trying to, you know, get a hold of Payton and have like an intimate moment with us where I give it to him and say a few words, and then we can. But that's how we're gonna do it, and it's worked well in the past, and it gives a little fun spin on stuff. So I learned, people think my dad and I vote. We don't vote unless it's an Illinois kid or a USC kid, but you'll get that. So I learned Saturday. I was in Chicago. I was actually accepting a humanitarian award for my dad at the Big Ten game. So they called me, told me who won, and I was in the car. I was talking to trying to get a hold of some coaches and administration here so we can keep it a surprise, and jumped in my car and drove down 13 hours. Yesterday I did the high school kid in Jefferson City, Sammy Brown, who I tried to steer towards NC State, but he's going to Clemson. Kind of almost, I don't know, resembles, I mean seriously, except the blonde hair and the mullet, and the sweet mullet. But yeah, so that's always be a surprise, and it just happened so fast because it was always my dad's birthday week that we would do it. And in the beginning, he was with me jumping out of bushes, and we talked to some former winners. We had
Payton, how much more special is it to have it like this as a surprise rather than, you know, sitting through an event and hoping that your name gets called?
Yeah, this is awesome. Just the sheer shock that I had tonight. When I saw him, just the warm feeling that I got in my body. Just knowing that, I had won the Butkus and my family walking out. It was awesome the way that these guys did it, the way that Annabelle did it. I can't thank them enough. It was truly special.
He says he's giving it to his dad. When you hear that, what does that make you think?
When he's giving it to his
Yeah, he
dad?
said he's gonna have his trophy in his dad.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad, because he'd probably lose it at the party house that he's got going. And, no, I'm kidding. But that's awesome. I'm sure I had the pleasure of meeting the family, and I'm glad, because I'm sure he knows, and his family's from sports and stuff like that. I'm sure he was very instrumental in getting his sons to where they're at professionally, and hopefully Payton's keeps doing it right, and he'll be hopefully playing for the Bears next year. But I'm proud that he's got a good family, and that's important, because that's where all the things start, with character and personality and values and morals and stuff like that. So I'm happy that I was able to meet them and spend some time with them.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Can